Good morning, children. Today we will discuss about Hamilton-Jacobi equation, Hamilton's characteristic function, conservative system. Let us go with the presentation. Hamilton-Jacobi equation, Hamilton's characteristic function, conservative systems. In the last session, already we have discussed and we were able to obtain the solution of Hamilton-Jacobi equation because S could be separated into two parts, S1 of q, S2 of t. So here S1 depends on the variable q and S2 depends on the variable t only. So here in this case Hamilton H does not involve on time. However, such a separation of variable is always possible if the Hamilton H does not involve on time. So this method is often called the method of separation of variables. If the Hamiltonian H does not depend on time, then Hamilton-Jacobi equation 7 for S is obtained to be h of qk dou s by dou qk plus dou s by dou t is equals to 0. And since the first term involves the dependence of s, so here if you observe s depend only on qk in the first term, and here in the case of second term s depend only on time t. So the solution for this equation can be of the form s of qk comma alpha k comma t, which is equals to omega of qk comma qk minus alpha 1 t. So here dou s by dou qk, which is equals to dou omega by dou qk. That means if you consider this equation from this solution, if you obtain the derivative of s with respect to qk, we will obtain dou omega by dou qk and dou s by dou t, which is equals to minus alpha 1. Hence the Hamilton-Jacobi equation 25, this one assumes the form h of qk comma, in the case of dou s by dou qk, just replace with dou omega by dou qk, which is equals to, here dou s by dou t is equals to minus alpha 1. So if you sign to the right hand side, we will obtain alpha 1. H of, so we can write qk as q1, q2, so on, qn, and dou omega by dou qk can be written as dou omega by dou q1, dou omega by dou q2, so on, dou omega by dou qn, which is equals to alpha 1. This is the time independent Hamilton-Jacobi equation. That means here H does not depend on time. Time independent Hamilton-Jacobi equation. So the constant of integration alpha 1 is thus equal to the constant of H. So if we consider this constant of integration of alpha 1, which is equals to the constant value of H. So for the conservative system, H is equals to alpha 1, which is equals to total energy E. So here E represents the total energy of the system. Thus, for the conservative system, Hamilton-Jacobi equation is written as h of qk dou omega by dou qk, which is equals to total energy E. The equation 27, this one, equation 27, can also be obtained directly by taking omega as a generating function. That means by considering omega as a generating function, omega of qk comma pk, which is independent of time. The equations of the transformations are pk is equals to dou omega by dou qk, qk is equals to dou omega by dou pk. Now, if the new moment of pk are all constants of motion alpha k, where alpha 1 in particular is the constant of motion h, then qk is equals to dou omega by dou alpha k. The condition is to determine omega is that h of qk comma pk, which is equals to alpha 1. By using pk equals to dou omega by dou qk, here pk equals to dou omega by dou qk, we obtain h of qk comma dou omega by dou qk, which is equals to alpha 1, which is also identical to the equation number 27. Also h dash is equals to h plus dou omega by dou t. But omega of q comma p, this one generating function, does not involve time, and hence h dash is equals to alpha 1, which is equals to e for the conservative system. The function omega is known as Hamilton's characteristic function. It generates a canonical transformation where all the new coordinates qk are cyclic because h dash is equals to alpha 1. So depending only on one of the new momenta, p1 is equals to alpha 1 and does not contain any qk. Now canonical equations for new variables are, that means here qk is cyclic, that means here dou h dash by dou k is equals to dou qk is equals to 0. Here new coordinates qk are cyclic because h dash is equals to alpha 1. So p1 is equals to alpha 1 and does not contain any qk. Now let us see the new canonical equations for the new variables are P dot k is equals to dou H dash by dou Qk, which is equals to 0 because Qk it is cyclic, or Pk is equals to alpha k, which is constant. So Q dot k is equals to dou H dash by dou alpha k, which is equals to 1 for k equals to 1, and Q dot k equals to 0 for k naught is equals to 1. Hence, the solutions are Q1 equals to T1 plus beta 1, which is equals to dou omega by dou alpha 1 for k equals to 1. For k naught equals to 1, we have here Qk is equals to beta k, which is equals to dou omega by dou alpha k. So these are the equations 32a and 32b. So thus, out of all the new coordinates qk and q1 is the only coordinate. Q1 is the only coordinate which is not a constant of motion, because here Q1 equals to t plus beta 1 for k equals to 1. So Q1 is the only coordinate which is not a constant of motion. Here we observe the conjugate relationship between the time as a new coordinate and Hamilton energy as conjugate momentum. So Hamilton-Jacobi equation 27 determines the dependence of the Hamilton's characteristic function omega on the old coordinates qk. A complete solution of this equation will have n constants of integration, and as explained earlier, as in the discussion of harmonic oscillator problem, one of them is just an additive constant. So rest of the n minus 1 independent constants, alpha 2, alpha 3, so on alpha n plus alpha 1, may then be taken as new constant momenta. So first half of the equation 29, when evaluated with the initial condition t equals to 0, relates the n constants alpha k to the initial values of qk and pk. Finally, one can solve 31 equation number 31 and 32 to obtain qk as function of alpha k, beta k and t, and thus the solution to the problem is completed. Let us see the physical significance of the Hamilton's characteristic function omega. So function omega has a physical significance similar to the Hamilton's principal function, as since the generating function omega qk comma pk does not involve time explicitly. Its total time derivative can be written as d omega by dt. Here omega is a generating function, omega is a function of qk and pk. So d omega by dt is equals to sigma k equals to 1 to n dou omega by dou qk q dot k plus sigma k equals to 1 to n dou omega by dou pk p dot k. Since pk equals to alpha k, constants pk, p dot k equals to 0, and therefore d omega by dt equals to sigma k equals to 1 to n pk into q dot k. Omega is equals to integration sigma k pk q dot k dt equals to integration sigma k pk dqk, which the abbreviated action. So and s is equals to integration L dt, already we have seen. So integration sigma k pk q dot k minus h. So L can be written as pk q dot k minus h into dt. So omega minus integration h dt, which h does not involve time. So h dt is integration h dt is equals to alpha 1 into t. So that s is equals to omega minus alpha 1 t, or s of qk, s is a function of qk, pk and t, which is equals to omega, generative function omega qk comma pk minus alpha 1 t. So s qk comma t, which is equals to omega of qk minus et, where pk is equals to alpha k are constants and e alpha 1 is equals to e, which is the total energy. So it is to be remarked that when the Hamiltonian does not involve on time, one can solve a mechanical problem by using either Hamilton's principal function or Hamilton's characteristic function. The two functions are related by the above equation. So here this is the generating function, and here as it is the Hamilton's principal function. So both have the relation here. Thank you, children.